Welcome to another episode of Who Wrote That Shopping List. My name is Chris. I am your guide to the weird and wonderful world of shopping lists. If this is your first time watching this episode, I am so glad that you decided to pick this one. This one's going to be a fun one. If you know the drill already, great. Welcome back. If you have no idea what a shopping list is, if you're one of the younger crowd, a shopping list is an ancient form of communication where people would take a piece of paper, much like this one, and they would write down all of the items that they wanted to buy from a store. And then they would take that list with them, and then they would go through the store and make sure that they bought everything that they needed. As technology has improved, they're becoming harder and harder to find. People use their phones, or they'll text whoever's going to the store, and that they'll say, don't forget to pick up this or this or this, or they'll write it on their notepad on their phone. But there are still a few that use the shopping lists. And sometimes they go to a store, and in the hustle and bustle and the craziness of a full store, sometimes they set a list down and then they go to pick up their item and they never come back to the store. They abandon it in the store. That's where I come in. I grab those lists. I find them. I rescue them, bring them home. And you and I, together, we go through line by line. And we will use our best guessing to try and figure out who we think wrote this shopping list. So get ready and join me, won't you, for another episode as we try and figure out the answer to the age-old question, who wrote that shopping list? Okay, so here we go. Here we have this list. Very crumpled up, first of all. Standard yellow notebook paper. It gives me PTSD from grade school and into high school and even some college. But very standard, nothing on the back. Crumpled up a lot. I don't believe I did the crumpling, but who knows? We won't hold that against it. We won't use that in determining who wrote this list. But here we go. This one's going to be a good one. Starting at the top, we have mixed nuts. So somebody, I don't know many people who actually buy mixed nuts and go out of their way to buy mixed nuts. So interesting. Maybe there's some kind of party, something like that, which first of all, also terrific handwriting, very neat penmanship. So we'll see if that holds out. I know sometimes we have lists that look like there are multiple handwriting contributors. So we'll see as this progresses if it's the same. But next we have plastic cup, both large and small. And I'm interpreting that as the solo cups, because I know they make those in different sizes, but they might mean, individual use plastic cups. Or just kind of, a bunch of plastic cups in a sleeve. Same handwriting, though. So also adds to the concept or the theory of a party of some kind, because you need a bunch of plastic cups. But it does say plastic cup. It doesn't say cups. So I don't know. I might be nitpicking on that one. But both large and small plastic cups kind of lends to the theory of could be a party. And so underneath that, we have frozen. I don't even know what that says. Frozen berries? Frozen berries is what I'm going with. Frozen berries, a pack of 2. I'm going to guess, as it's been established, I'm going to at some point do an episode where I go back and review other lists that I might have gotten wrong, because people in the comments have said, no, you idiot, it doesn't say that, it says that. And it shows that sometimes I just can't read very well. So I'm going to guess that says frozen berries. I think that first part is a B. So we're going to say berries in 2 packages, but it does not say which kind of berries. So that's interesting. All right. Then we have salmon, 3 cans, which that's a problem, because I know we've done several videos where people have cat food, and I firmly believe that this smells like cat food. And I don't know if I would go to a party where someone has 3 cans of salmon. I hope that's not for the same thing. 3 cans. It looks like that 3 might have been a 2 at one point, and they changed it to a 3. So maybe they realized that they needed more. I don't know. Then we have oat bread, but only 1. And that's weird. Like, to me, okay, 1 is in parentheses there, oat bread. But you didn't put 1 under the mixed nuts. And so I guess they just really wanted abundantly clear that they only want 1 loaf of bread. So, I mean, okay. So they like oat bread. I am a honey wheat bread. I used to be, growing up, we had, the standard, all 80s and 90s kids had white bread, either Wonder Bread or just white bread or whatever. We had a local bakery, and they had the most amazing bakery outlet store. And you could go and you could get bread and cupcakes and packaged stuff, and then also they would bake stuff, and it would be at it would be the stuff that's a few days older, but it was still well within the the use by date or the best by date or whatever, and you could get them at a hella discount. And so yeah, we used to go to the bread outlet, and it was kind of awesome because they had all these different kind of items that you could get, and they were all significantly less than what you would pay at the store, and then they would be just as good. It would be literally the same things. It would be the same, whatever cupcakes, like the Hostess cupcakes or whatever, and Swiss cake rolls. At the point that was when they called them Swiss cake rolls, not just Swiss rolls like now. I missed the cake, man. But anyway, oat bread. One thing of oat bread, we always had different kinds of bread, but I don't think I've ever really had oat bread. Is that weird? Am I weird that I've never really had oat bread? Broom for garage, or as I like to call it, the car box. The broom for the car box. I think it's very important to have a separate broom for different areas of your house, because you don't want the garage broom, the car box broom, to be the same that you use for, the dining room broom or anything like that. You don't want to cross-contaminate. You want to leave the car box stuff in the car box. So I think that's very important. I like that style of having the broom for the car box. Now comes my favorite entry. I love when everybody does this. Just generic beer. You gotta have the beer. You need the beer, and it doesn't even specify a brand. It's just beer. So I don't know. I have to assume what kind of beer household they are, but they just want beer. That's it. Nothing wrong with that. So there's nothing else after that. It is, like I said, it is a well-worn list where it's got some folds and stuff in it. But it looks to me like the same handwriting across everything. So it looks like it's one person. Very nice penmanship, by the way. I don't know who this is, but they have great penmanship. So looking at it as a whole, top to bottom, the mixed nuts, the plastic cups, kind of rhymes. The frozen, what I think is berries. There's a good look at it. I think it says berries. I don't know, but they want 2 of those. The salmon cans, the oat bread, the broom for the garage, and the beer. So looking at it all, go ahead and take a second and just soak this in and get your thoughts ready, because I've got some thoughts, and we are going to make our final guess. All right, we're back for the final guess on this list. What a list this one is, by the way. It's all over the place. You got your food items with your mixed nuts. You got your non-grocery items, your general merchandise items with the plastic cups, the broom, stuff like that. Frozen items, you got some, I guess you can call cans of salmon, seafood, and then of course the beer. But looking at it, it's a very orderly formatted list. It's a very well done list, great handwriting, great penmanship, and it looks to me like women's handwriting. Call me sexist, call me genderist or whatever, but I think that just generally speaking, this to me looks like women's handwriting, and I think I'm going to make the bold prediction, because that's what we do here, the bold final guess. I think that this was written by a woman who is moving into her new house and is having people over. She's having friends, family over to kind of show off that house. She's obviously very health conscious with the mixed nuts, the frozen berries, the oat bread. So I don't know how much of that stuff is for the party, how many of those things, how much of that this list is for the party, but the plastic cups, the beer, the broom for the garage, I think that fits because maybe she moved in and got some stuff in the garage, or she's cleaned out part of it, moved stuff over, and has to broom out some stuff. So I think it's definitely a woman's handwriting. I hope that the salmon is not for a party. I hope to God it's not for a party. Very divisive food, salmon, especially from a can. All the cats in the neighborhood will love you, but I don't know about if other people will. But I firmly believe, my official guess in the books, mark it. It is a woman who, maybe it's her first house, but she's moved into a new place. She's having people over to that place, and she's kind of showing it off as a big celebration. Maybe they're grilling out back, playing some yard games or something like that. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I got it right. Tell me if you think I got it wrong. In the comments, leave me a note, because sometimes a lot of you guys see stuff that I don't see, or you think about it in a different way. So I love to hear if you think I'm right, if you think I'm wrong. Don't forget, give this video a like if you like what we're doing. Give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel so that you never miss us uploading an episode of this or any of the other programming that we have or will have coming. And you can turn on that notification bell so you will be alerted as soon as we upload a new video. I appreciate every single one of you for watching, and always remember, leave your shopping list behind so I can find it and try and guess who you are. So join me next time when we try and answer the age-old question, who wrote that shopping list?